because we're going round and round.
The pond in the United Kingdom to the west coast of Orange County, California. From the Pacific perspective to the Atlantic perspective. From liberal craziness to conservative idealism. From Christianity to atheism belief systems. Welcome to the TheGrayZone Roundtable with Rectify and Wingman at Revolution Radio. FreedomSlips.com.
Is it for the money? No, it isn't for the fun. It's a plan, a scam, a diagram for the benefit of everyone. You gotta have a little respect. Subterranean ideals. Traditional neglect. Reflect on how it makes you feel. Because we're just doing it for the cause. No, it isn't for the fortune. It isn't for the fame. It's a scheme, a dream, or but a reign. We want everyone to think the same. Cause you know what you know is right. And you feel what you can't ignore. And you try so hard to point the blame. And sing, what are we doing this for? Because we're just doing it for the cause. Because we're just doing it for the cause. Open your eyes. Don't trust these lies. What are we doing this for? The cause. We're just doing it for the cause. Because we're just doing it for the cause.
Chat. And we're missing our wingman. This is the TheGrayZone. This is Rectify. I am with the gorgeous Angela Black.
Aloha.
Aloha to you.
I'm the wing woman. I'm the wing woman.
My wing woman is here with me to save the day.
Hey, now I'm just a guest in your situation. I'm just here for you, man. I'm doing it for the cause.
All right, on. Yeah, that's an older 90s song back when I was into the OG punk.
Yeah, that's because you are. You are OG, straight up.
That was good stuff. Yeah,
Hey, welcome back. Just wanted to say thanks for having me sub in for you last week on the TheGrayZone, which is what everyone's listening to right now here on Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com. I was lucky enough to have a good support group because, I don't know, I had some Skype issues, etc., and maybe I've been a little rusty as far as producing goes. So thanks to Jer Bear and everyone who joined.
Thank you.
And we even got a chunk of you on the show last week, so that was good, and we're glad you're back.
Me and like a dozen tubes trying to fumble around a phone. Yeah, that was fun. I barely remember it.
Yeah. That's a new song. Me and like a dozen tubes. I like it.
Yes.
Write it. Okay, I'm going to write it down.
Yeah, thank Noreen again also for a Wild at Heart roundtable. If any of y'all want to bring your tasty conversations this away to the TheGrayZone, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
Sorry, interruptions.
I was just going to throw out the digis. The 347-688-2902. Or Skype us. Or Freedom Screen on Skype. Go ahead, Angela. Sorry about that.
No, that's it. And I couldn't get those calls last week. You were trying to call in, and one other person was trying to call via telephone. So I'm not sure why I wasn't able to get calls, because I could see them come in on my mobile, but I couldn't answer. So I just don't know, darling. I just don't know.
Well, for everybody that doesn't know, I was sitting in an emergency room, and actually, when I was on the air on the phone, I actually had my own suite at the time. It was really nice. It was really big, only one person room, so that was cool. But lots of IVs, lots of needles.
And room service.
It was actually a hospital.
Yeah.
I finally went, got in, third time's a charm, woot woot. So, yeah, I was in for 4 days, and I'm happy to admit that this is my 9th day of sobriety. No drink.
Cray cray, super cray cray. And congratulations.
Well, I guess when someone tells you you're at the end stages of something, that means you're going to die, might as well try something.
Yeah, exactly. I know I went to the hospital a few months ago and I was facing similar problems, and I got the wake-up call. I got the memo, and I decided to change my life. And I actually went to, God forbid, a doctor today, which I didn't get anything, stuck in me. I didn't get any new scripts or anything like that, but I got to chat with a physician's assistant, and I've been out of the hospital system or the doctor system for a good, almost 2 decades. I want to say I really don't go to the doctor much, but after my stay in the hospital, I wanted to at least get some labs done, in case they didn't get the RFID chip in the first time, and also, in case they didn't get my DNA straight.
No more gallons in between your toes, yeah.
So shoulders, knees, and toes, knees. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna get some labs done and see how my body's doing. And I actually have to say that I feel great, which is terrific. I was behind the scenes. I was ready to cash it in myself. I was like, I wasn't suicidal, but I really didn't want to live because I was just suffering so much. And so I'm really glad that, I made some changes in my life. I'm really glad that, and it took a big wake up call. They told me about the same thing. They were like, if you don't quit drinking, Angela, you're going to die. And I was like, oh.
Ton of bricks, yeah. You got like 3 sets of eyes just staring at you without blinking, telling you this.
Yeah, well, pretty much. I mean, I was still a little dizzy, so maybe it was the same guy. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, so yeah, here we are, and it turns out that it's okay. I mean, we're glad you're here, man. I really was a little concerned. We all were. And it's good to have you here on
I'm
the
not
show.
an Oompa Loompa anymore. I gave up 6 liters of fluids, of ascites fluid.
Ooh.
6 liters. And that, kids, the procedure is called paracentesis. And they stick a tube into your abdomen. And the first thing that drained, because that's where the most pressure was my feet and my legs. I watched them just shrink up. It was kind of cool. But I also, my blood was too thin, so before they did the operation, I had to get transfusions actually put in me.
Wow.
There could be up to 60 different people's blood in me because they were platelet transfusions. And it takes 10 bags of plasma or blood to create 1 bag of the platelet fluid. So it's kind of creepy.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't have that stuff done to me, and I'm very thankful about that. But you feel better, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not an Oompa Loompa anymore. I can actually get up off the ground, pick stuff up off the ground. I can cook. I've been eating like a Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. The only time my stomach hurts now is when I have like seconds or thirds. So that's a good thing.
And it should, at that point. I also have an update. I don't know, since we're being straight real here, literally and figuratively, I have lost 36 pounds. So
right.
That's pretty exciting. Also, it's a nice little bonus. I think it's the bonus round, that I'm losing weight also because of the, basically I just eat very healthy, and I'm moving around more than I was, but it's pretty cool, I have to admit, because when you're carrying around, a couple of extra, bucks of, weight, it gets really, really hard on the joints, etc. So I'm just, I weighed in today at the hospital, and I was like, wow, it felt great. So that's exciting. It's great. I felt great.
So you're going to have to go take your husband to take you shopping now to get new clothes.
No, I have this closet of stuff that I didn't wear for a while, so I'm good. I got some good shoes recently, but no, I've got enough clothes. I don't really need. It's funny. I see people trying to live up to, what is it? Keeping up with the Joneses, and all the people still shopping for like, expensive stuff. Like, I see people that are busy looking for high-heeled shoes that are, designer. And I see people looking, I see this on Facebook and other places. And I also see the advertisements come out from, Facebook or wherever I'm on the net, because I don't actually watch TV. And it's very interesting to me to watch the mindset control of advertisers who still want to pretend that they're significant. Shoes that are, designer. And I see people looking, I see this on Facebook and other places. And I also see the advertisements come out from, Facebook or wherever I'm on the net, because I don't actually watch TV. And it's very interesting to me to watch the mindset control of advertisers who still want to pretend that they're significant. These companies that are selling expensive products to people that really don't need them. You know what I mean? I don't need. I wrote a song once, and here's just the first line of it. It just goes. It's called the Jimmy Choo Shoes, and it goes. And I'm sorry, it's BIDSCH, so I'm not actually swearing. It's the German spelling of the word bitch. But anyway, and it goes, bitch, you gotta get rid of them Jimmy Choo shoes. I don't know how many times I got to tell you, bitch, you gotta get rid of them Jimmy Choo shoes. And I'm thinking, just get yourself a pair of hiking boots that's gonna be good in a mudslide, honey bunnies. Maybe some,
I don't know what's up with you and you women and your shoes. My girlfriend, my wife, was just speaking today to one of her girlfriends on the phone about how she's got two of those, those big old racks that hold shoes that go on the back of a closet door.
Uh-huh.
She's got one on two closet doors, and then she's got about an entire closet floor full of shoes and she wears like 2 or 3 pairs of them. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, I'm actually, it's funny. I was using the word purge regarding getting rid of a bunch of stuff that I don't use, that I used to think I needed, clothing-wise, shoes-wise, etc. And now the connotation with the word purge is so different, that I'm hesitant to say it, but I am getting rid of finding I'll be 45 in a couple of weeks, and I'm finding that, I don't really care, if said individual, male or female, wants to see me in a pair of high heels. You can kiss my Jimmy Choo, I don't care anymore. And so, I pull it together. I went to a party this weekend, and which was interesting, and I put together a little ensemble and that type of thing, but, I don't know. Stop.
Oh, we got a caller, and my
Cool.
system is messing up. But Wally Ladd is on the line with us. Welcome, sir.
Hey, Rectify. Glad to hear your sobriety. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, Wally.
Angela, always nice to see you. What did Wingman? He doesn't like me, so he had to leave, huh?
We don't know where the wingman is.
Hey, Wingman, I don't bite.
Yeah, I heard him and Jer. I heard got into a little heated argument on the air.
Yeah, but I think they made up since. I think that I thought I saw them communicating last week on the Skype chat. So I hope they patched it up.
I'm always left out of the loop. I'm the last to be told anything, and it's like 5 minutes before I should know.
Should I get out my violin, Rectify?
The smallest one, please.
Well. I'm just teasing. I'm a little feisty. I don't know. I got a good nap in, or I tried, and now I'm here. So.
Angela, how's your toboggan garden going?
Well, it's going very well. I have not had to use the toboggan in a while because it's, relatively warm out. So, the toboggan was when it was still very cold at night, and, it's going fine. I had, maybe 12 to 15 pea pods, sugar snap peas, I think, come out from, seeds from Nighthawk. And I've got some tomato plants growing in their early stages. I've got other tomato plants that are, got some tomatoes that are fruiting, got good lettuce and some pretty sunflowers and what else? My Brussels sprouts are trying to grow, and I've got like squash flowers, but I have yet to see a squash, so stuff like that.
I've got some irony. I'm going to drop the link in the chat and in here in our chat, but I went to go check my indicators, to see where the moon phase might be, just to see if it's correlating to you. And through the Global Consciousness Project, which I believe Stu Webb is part of, if I'm not mistaken, there's a couple guys that are part of the GCP, but the random word of the Group Consciousness Project, Global Consciousness Project right now is cause. Cause. And that just threw me off my feet because I played that song.
Yeah, that is trippy.
Sorry, go ahead. I just had to testify. I had to testify.
Wally, how are you?
Wonderful. Still putting one foot forward, and there's, probably 10 people trying to push me, or 10 things trying to push me back. But I just keep one foot forward, just like Rectify, It's, one day at a time, and, now I have my eyes back, but about 30 days, 45 days of, it takes time to get everything back rolling again.
Yeah, I agree. I'm still there. I'm still there as well. And I think that speaks for not just you two and myself, but pretty much everyone. We've all got to continue to just walk forward. Either that or plant ourselves in the ground, one of the two.
As long as we pay attention.
Yeah.
And that's the big key. I still feel that my eyes were taken from me so I would see again. Mm-hmm. And I do see now. And, people have to open their eyes up to see what's really happening around them so they can make the proper decisions. I didn't make good decisions before. Now I'm making good decisions.
And that's why you're getting attacked more.
Exactly.
By the way, Angela, you're probably feisty because it is a new moon today.
That's right, it is. We just came out of, what was it, Cancer? Into Virgo, is it?
It was, let's see, it would be the Cancer cusp or Leo. Let me think. Is it Leo?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were in Leo. Yes, we were.
Yeah, we're in Virgo now, and I am
right.
Virgo. Lots to say.
And it's just, there's a lot of things happening, a lot of tests out there, and just to see where we're going and what we want to make out of our lives and what we feel is important, it's, the times are going to tell now.
Yeah. I think we're here.
Just like it went through if you were supposed to be in a relationship or if you weren't, the planets were going to tell you one way or another. And, it's funny because there's 2 people within my vicinity that I know that broke up through that time period. And so that is very true. The planets do tell a story. They do play a big role in our lives.
Yeah, and some people can feel it. It's like pressure on the chest or the back or the shoulders or the head. And they'll know certain phases of either the moon or astrological lineups or things like that. I just know I get funky on the full moon, but I'm sure a lot of people do.
Well, I'm up late. We just came in. Did we have a full moon now, or is it a new moon?
It's a new moon today.
Moon. So, full moons. Of course, being here in the middle of the woods, it doesn't matter because I can be as crazy as I want here. Hey, wingman, come back. I'm still here. Come back.
What kind of craziness we talking about there, Wally?
Just, it's just nothing dirty or anything like that. It's just being one with nature.
Huh. I'm trying to get a visual, but I'm not sure if I'm getting the right one. We've also been joined by Heather Holman. How you doing, Heather?
Okay.
You didn't sound so okay earlier, so I'm worried about you.
Heather. Yeah, hi.
So what's going on? Heather. Can't have dead air now.
She's muted. Are you muted, darling? Oh, she hung up.
No, that was me. I just do that, and they can read you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
There you are.
Okay, good.
Speak your mind.
I'm just doing.
It's like we were just talking. It's one thing at a time. You got to keep yourself distracted. Like, I know Angela likes to do her magical soups. That's how she I like to chef it up too to distract. But I get into my electronics, you know. And it's self therapy too because I get shocked often.
Oh, well, that's not good. Okay, so what's up, Heather?
Nothing much.
Okay.
Just
Sounds like you need a vacation like I do.
I need a manicure and a pedicure.
Totally, girl. Me too. I went to the party without one the other day, and I'm like, oh my god, I want a manicure pedicure so bad. But up here, they're like,
That's what happened to me too. So
yeah, and it's like $40, and then plus the tip, and plus the French, you know, paint and everything. So you're looking at like up here, it's like $50, you know, and for a mani-pedi with a French manicure, and I'm like, I don't have $50 for that. So I don't have $50 for that. I just don't.
What's the big deal? I mean, does it feel good?
no, it's a pain in the butt to do yourself.
Yeah.
It's because they make women's legs long and their arms shorter or something like that?
No, just the color matching, and you got to do them all at once. And then the whole drying part is my problem.
And they got fancy machines that just quick dry it.
Well, you're forced to sit still.
Huh.
Right. It's nail talk with Heather.
You know they have planned obsolescence up in there, though. They're all speaking different Asian languages to each other, and we got this new nail polish at Chip after you use this dryer, and they come back in 1 week.
They used to talk about me because I talked a lot. I remember these couple, and I'm thinking, you know, you like my tip just fine. I tip well when I do stuff, and I remember they were talking about me one day. And I got so mad, I never went back to that shop, and I was very loyal to the lady, but, you know, I could tell they were talking about me. I was not being...
It's obvious. It's like, it's not that hard to translate languages.
That's what the wife says. She says they're totally talking shit. Like, I can totally tell. She always tells me. That's what they do. That's their gossip drama while they work.
I just want love in my toes and love in my fingers, you know. I don't want, you know, negativity being painted on my fingers and toes, you know. So I can't believe we're talking about nails right now. I really like it though.
Hey, even guys need to know this stuff. We don't get enough detail from our significant others. So, a lot of times you ask certain questions, you get physical response, so it's a lot easier to do it over the radio.
Okay. Do you want to talk about that, Rectify?
Oh yeah, I want to know it all. I've got a bucket now. I think they call it like everything you haven't done yet before your life is over. Your bucket, your bucket list. So yeah, most definitely.
That's a good topic. We could talk about the bucket list tonight.
Let's do it.
Oh, I got a couple.
Go
all
for
right,
it.
I'm writing it down. Bucket list.
One, fly a plane.
Cool.
You've never flown in an airplane?
No, being a pilot.
Oh, you never flown one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How about a remote control airplane?
I have a picture of me in the cockpit before 9/11, where the pilot was basically trying to pick up on me and ask me out to dinner, and I have a picture of me in the captain's hat in the cockpit of a plane.
That's cute.
Funny, yeah. My husband shows it to everybody because you know it was a while ago.
What city were you flying over?
I was actually parked in Palm Springs on my way out. I think I was going to Wisconsin for a class reunion, actually. Yeah, so I wasn't actually...
You're a cheesehead, are you?
Yeah, I'm a total cheesehead, for sure. And as a matter of fact, I'm, you know, ever since I basically cut out the alcohol, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to eat some cheese. I love cheese. I'm sorry.
And sausages.
The cheese and the sausages, the brats. We like the brats, you know. So. But anyway, so you had another one, Heather? Another?
I can't think. There's all kinds of stuff I want to do, but I had a list.
I do recipes a lot. That's been my my faux pas right now is recipes for the bucket list. Like I made my first pie and cookies, and that was one of my first entries, and that was, I don't know, a month and a half ago or something, but they turned out perfect. Never baked before, so that's out of the way.
There you go. I'm making perfect hard-boiled eggs now. I don't know why, but they're just perfect every time. It's crazy.
Do you put them in before they start boiling or after?
I let them commune with the water for about half a day to a day. I let them sit all together and just kind of, get to know each other and kind of just share temperature and,
Boil the shit out of them.
Well, and then I boil them until they reach a boil. I let that roll for about 3 minutes, and then I read on, I think, foodnetwork.com or something. So what you do is after that, you turn off the burner, cover it, and let it just basically for 15 minutes, let it cool, and then put them obviously into cold water after that 15 minutes is up. And I'm telling you, I think I've had just one egg that didn't peel correctly, so, I hope nobody's getting bored. We're talking about shoes, fingernails, we're talking about cooking,
It's the little things that count late night.
I think so. So anyway, that's my thing. I really enjoy.
You really don't know how to peel an egg until you've seen Angel Heart.
Oh, you blow through it. You ever done that? You put a little hole in both sides?
Angel Heart with Mickey Rourke and Lisa Bonet.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow.
And the devil, and he's the devil, and he eats hard-boiled eggs, and he just peels them so significantly.
The way Angela Black does it is actually very scientifically a good thing to do, because you put them in water first. If you get any floaters, they're rotten. So that's how you test for rotten eggs. Wingman's decided to call up his local service provider there for his interwebs in the UK and get them to hold a few wires together as the lightning storms on. What's up, Wingman?
Yeah, good to hear you're back on form. I hope, and in good health.
I'm kind of doozy. They got me on some pills and that kind of deal, but I'm staying away from Heaven's Door for now. But thank you.
Yeah, I'm in London at the moment. I've got a job in London. About time. Haven't done anything for a bit. I was getting a bit bored. I had that expression, devil makes work for idle hands.
Right.
So, hi. And, it's alright, but London's a bit crazy. I was reminded, just how manic it is, actually. Just people everywhere and concrete everywhere, and it's kind of ugly, and I realised why I left. I was reminded of why I left the place. It's just too, you can't just sit back and chill very easily. It's not very relaxing, you might say. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. So.
It's like everything's yelling at you. Like all fast food restaurants use bright yellow and bright red. Hurry up!
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, everything's yelling at you because there's adverts every few meters. What I mean? Whether it's on the taxis or on the billboards or on the buses. There's a lot of yelling, kind of, subconscious yelling, and well, not just that, and actual noise, of course. There's non-stop noise, but. There's a lot of kind of big building blocks and tower blocks, and everyone's just crammed in into what seems like little rabbit hutches. You can just with all the TVs flickering, and it's just a lot of people in a very relatively small space.
Welcome
crammed
to
in. Yeah. So it's kind of good to be reminded that where I am now is a little bit I can breathe where I am now. So in Kent. But yeah, it's crazy driving around here and shouting at people and saying, "You bloody idiot, get out of the way." The road rage is pretty prevalent around here, but you have to be quite an aggressive driver in London, otherwise you won't move, basically, So
You'll get
that's kind of
eaten
why I forgot
alive.
about. Pardon?
You'll get eaten alive.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, that's
LA.
why-
My husband was there recently, and he forgot. He'd been there. We'd lived there for 20 years basically, and everyone, his first 30 minutes there, he was being flipped off, called names, etc. Because we're in the mountains now, so it is an adjustment, and everybody's angry, and everybody's very important, and everybody's in a hurry.
So yeah, so like I said, that's why I forgot about the show, because I've just like had my mind on just getting up in the morning to do, because I won't be able to stay around that long actually, because I've got to pick up a load of people in a minibus. I got a minibus for a good few weeks. That's my responsibility, and but I'm a quite safe driver anyway, so that's all right. But yeah, it's a Chinese feature film that I'm working on. So you get all these, well actually, no, Hong Kongese, might be Hong Kongese. Same director that made Ip Man. Some of you might have heard of a film called Ip Man. It's about a martial arts trainer that coached Bruce Lee. So, yeah, same.
So
same
is this like a lead role?
Who, for me? No, this time I'm just driving. I'm just driving and helping out on set and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, I got you. You're second. All right.
Yeah, no, my lead role. That's it. Well, I have done a bit of extra work, but it's nice being around film, on film sets, and it's quite, good thing, I've done office work before, and the thing about office work is it rarely, one day is rarely different from the other. The good thing about the film industry is every day is different, So, I like jobs like that.
Yeah, that's why I like doing field service work, because you'd step into a different environment, and that would make it interesting. Not just that, but every environment's so different that it's a challenge when you're dealing with technical stuff. So I like both the challenge and the fact that it never got dull. It made time go by fast.
I think it does. Hey, I was thinking about your bucket list stuff earlier, and I'm a bit concerned because I haven't got anything on my bucket list. I know that sounds, I don't know, I just haven't. Most of it.
What about the parrot? What about the parrot?
Oh, that's yeah, okay. Yeah, that's more like a would be nice rather than must do before I die.
That'd be kind of greedy, because parrots live like hundreds of years.
Yeah, that's true. But I've always sought to do the things that I want to do as soon as possible and not put them on hold. I think if you put stuff you want to do on hold, that sort of stuff leads to discontentment and anxiety and depression, and so I think it's important to do the things that you want to do, get round to doing them, make time to do them, rather than just leave them hanging and getting stressed about not being able to do them because of this, that, and the other, and all the other excuses that might pop up.
Well, you're not going to have to worry about getting stressed with the job you have. Washington Post, driverless vehicles, even in D.C. streets, an autonomous car takes a capital test run.
Wow.
This came out today. Driverless cars are coming. And those of us who drive in Washington know that the city offers its own particular version of Driver L. What we don't know is what will happen when the auto car finds itself in that hell. So we set out on a summer afternoon to see how a driverless car could do on the streets of the nation's capital. The little car is tootling around Washington pretty much on its own when a police officer bolts into the road ahead of it, almost within spitting distance of the Capitol Dome. What is the cop waving about? Hard to say. The car is being driven by computers, and wild waving is a bit too complicated for them to understand. Passenger Jared Snyder taps a button on the center console and puts his hands on the steering wheel. Autonomous ready, the voice of the computer says a fraction of a second later, eager to take control again. Swing a stick on the mall this summer and you'll hit a dozen skeptics who doubt that the streets of Washington or any city will ever be filled with cars that drive themselves. But the doubters may well witness that transformation in their lifetimes, and very likely sooner than they think. So yeah, dude. Good luck with that job for very much longer either. All you taxi drivers, fire department. You know, you're just gonna have a robotic transformer movie type of fire engine that actually turns into the bot that sprays the fire down. You know, it's gonna get gnarl.
Yeah, the taxis, auto cars on the taxi, that would make sense. Put a lot of people at work, but it would make sense. It wouldn't surprise me if the stringent tests that these things have to go to, that they probably would end up driving better than a lot of existing drivers out there, you know?
There's always a bug, though. There's always a virus. There's always someone making a virus.
Hey guys, you be safe. I got a busy day tomorrow. I got to get up halfway decent. It's 3 o'clock. I'm going on 3 o'clock here.
All right, Wally. Thanks for calling in, buddy. Anytime.
Hi, Wally.
Hey, hi, Wingman. Yeah, glad to hear things are turning around. Rectify. You're a good man. We need you out there. You're fantastic with computers. There's still more I want to talk to you about. So let's get you healthy. Back on the road. Sounds like it's going good. And Angela, good to see you. Wingman, Heather.
Thanks.
Eyes open.
Have a good Tuesday, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
I've got a couple of things, depending on if you're ready or whatever. I was going to talk about possibly Robo Brain and also some interesting 10 George Orwell quotes that predict lightning. I am?
Yeah,
That's
you're
weird.
breaking up.
Should I hang up? Call back? Can you hear me now?
Are you moving around on a Wi-Fi? All right, just hit join call real quick. Yeah, I don't know. They pick on us here at Skype. Speaking of, I got to talk about, we've been hacked. We lost over 4,000 videos.
Really?
Yeah, all YouTube channels except one. The last one left is Free Revolution Radio. It's still accessible, but Revolution Radio 2 is down for good. Talk Revolution Radio down for good. And we have a backup now for freedomslips.com, which is www.freedomslips.com. And while I'm getting Angela back, let me give out the number, 347-688-2902, 347-688-2902. But yeah, big time hack. They started with Skype. Now they're actually going after servers. Supposedly it was a lightning strike that hit a Hawk's house when all this went down at like the same time. So, but anybody with the brain knows that you don't host your own YouTube on your computers at home. So,
controlled forks of lightning. Who knows?
you'd have to ask the
direction. Yeah, I would imagine it would be the lightning. Oh, you never know. Being able to direct lightning strikes, that would be quite an awesome thing to be able to do. I'm not sure what I'd quite do with that power, but it'd be pretty awesome.
Huh. Yeah, Angela, I think we got her back.
Yeah, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, perfect. Like an angel.
Okay. Yay, I flew in. What were you talking about?
Oh, no, it was you. I was just trying to get the point across that it was just totally inaudible.
I see.
What we were just talking about was you were just getting rain up there recently.
Yeah, we got some rain, and I think Burning Man got kind of washed out for the day anyway. Some odd rain. We got hit today as well. It just kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah.
We were talking about Hawk getting nailed by lightning, almost the same timing that the YouTube channels all got hacked.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Interesting timing.
Nah, it was ironic timing for me too, unfortunately.
Expand on that.
Oh, just because I did that interview and that was when it happened, so it's still not available.
And who was this interview with? This
My interview with Sean Stone, yeah.
Oh, wow. See, I don't know about that whole crowd. When Dr. Bell died, the last name I wanted to hear was Jesse Ventura, or any of that crew of that TV show.
Right, well, I also remember what song he wanted you to get for him.
Stage
Remember?
4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
So, yeah.
that for?
Angela, you wanted to pop off on some importante.
Hold on one second. I was chewing a piece of seaweed.
Gotcha.
Yum.
I know, you totally got me. It's wasabi seaweed. I'm totally addicted. Okay. I was going to maybe get into 10 George Orwell quotes that predicted life in 2014 America. I don't know, America. I don't know if you want to hear it. I can skip it. Want to do it quick?
Just do it. Do it.
All
Do
right.
it.
So in our age, these are different. George Orwell ranks among the most profound social critics of the modern era. Some of his quotations, more than half a century old, show the depth of understanding an enlightened mind and what it can have about the future. So this is coming from Blacklisted News, and the source is Justin King of the Anti-Media. And it's the Burning Platform blog. So credit and kudos out to Justin King of the Anti-Media. And so here we go. Number 1, in our age, there is no such thing as keeping out of politics. All issues are political issues, and politics itself is a mass of lies, evasions, folly, hatred, and schizophrenia. So that's quote number 1. Quote number 2. All the war propaganda, all the screaming and lies and hatred comes invariably from people who are not fighting. Okay, so there you go. There's some like follow-up text on each of these, but I'm just going to kind of read through them and see if anybody has any comments at some point. So here's number 3. These are, once again, 10 George Orwell quotes that predicted life in 2014 America. So number 3, war against a foreign country only happens when the moneyed classes think they are going to profit from it. Number 4, the very concept of objective truth is fading out of the world. Lies will pass into history. And number 5, in a time of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. Number 6, journalism is printing what someone else does not want printed. Everything else is public relations. Number 7, in real life, it is always the anvil that breaks the hammer. Number 8, the nationalist does not disapprove of atrocities committed by his own side, but he has a remarkable capability for not even hearing about them. And number 9, threats to freedom of speech, writing, and action, though often trivial in isolation, are cumulative in their effect and, unless checked, lead to a general disrespect for the rights of the citizen. And the 10th quote of George Orwell predicting 2014 America: if you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. And that is this article. You can find it on Blacklisted News. I'll post it in the chat. And there's a lot of, like I said, some thought process going on in the author's mind. And any comments on any of these? I know I kind of went through them quickly.
Well, yeah, it sounds like we're at the last step, because the second to the last step sounds like the flooding of executive orders just getting exponentially thicker because nobody's stepping up to them.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to get constant boots stepped on our heads for eternity. Wonderful.
Wow, how nice. What a nice thought. My brain's filling out, with the boot on my head. So.
Oh, let's see what else I got. Obamacare now pays for gender reassignments. Okay. Yeah. The nation's health law opens the door for transgender people to gain coverage for gender reassignment surgeries they previously could not afford. Okay, so I guess you have to be born transgender. It's kind of a twisted title there. It opens the door for transgender people to gain coverage for gender reassignments. So they're already transgender, or they've already had the surgery and they changed their mind and they want to go the other way again.
You know what? People should just be allowed to do whatever surgery they want on themselves.
But should you have to pay for it?
You pay for it, you do it yourself.
Oh, I guess so.
You should be allowed.
Yeah, someone's got to pay for the body collector, though, when the person screws up.
Well, people can donate.
Because it starts to stink in the neighborhood. That's all privatization. Hey, it should be like that. That way there's competition. Competition's a good thing. I don't know why everybody's so scared about the influx of illegal aliens. Laziness is the problem. It really is. The lack of innovation. We're too drugged just by our natural environment, which is not natural. So we can't be the creators that we were gifted to be. That's what I think. I mean, I watch a lot of different videos from different areas of the world, and people just their eyes just glow more. They're wider. They're more intelligent. Their body language, like all of it. I don't think it's our fault. Other than the apathetic part when it comes down to pushing pens. Or yelling about it. We're not even yelling about the pen pushing that leads to killing. Did I become alone?
No, you're not.
What if they're really violent people?
Then their mama should check them when they're young.
It seems like their cultures are so almost archaic.
Yeah, it's like the point of no return, but
they can't, it's like that kind of culture can't survive in a modern day globe.
It's like, don't feed the ducks,
What?
Don't feed the ducks. You start feeding the ducks and you run out of food, those ducks are going to come mob style at you, but you've been feeding them. They don't know how to get it themselves. They don't know any better.
Swans aren't very nice either.
Oh, I hate swans.
I hate swans.
I do. I can't.
That's like saying I hate babies. I hate swans.
I remember running around in a
babies
diaper.
too?
We used to go and feed the ducks with, loaves, the heels of the bread. Break it up, and swans, man. Pinching my butt through my diapers. How far back can you guys remember? What age?
I can remember always.
Yeah, like 3, 2. I can remember like 2 years old.
Good thoughts or bad thoughts or both?
What's that?
Oh, hold on, my phone's ringing.
Good thoughts or bad thoughts or both? The
I
older
think
ones.
for me, I think good thoughts when I was young. Yeah, I have good memories from when I was young. Things changed for me probably about 10 years old, that type of thing, where the parents were fighting before the divorce and all kinds of stuff was going on, and then, life changed and that type of thing. But I had a happy early childhood. And I remember, taking walks with my dad to the bank, and this big park. And I remember, this lady had some cool, homemade pickles that she made up the street. And I remember a lot of fun stuff like that. I also remember breaking my leg when I was, 5. And, that was tough because I had a mean babysitter. And, but it's interesting that you say that, because I actually, apparently when I was 3-ish, I kind of blocked this out. But for about 6 months, I was going to a babysitter, and I was like bright, shiny kid, and then apparently I became this very dark child. And it turned out, and I do have memories of her locking me in a dark room. I had I would stay in one of her kids' cribs that, the kids were a little older. They would write on the walls with a marker or pen or whatever, and they would blame me. I was too young to figure it out. And I would get in trouble all the time because they would blame me. So she would lock me in the room, and I would basically be in the room all day, and she'd come and make sure that I was, quiet and, basically just secluded for 8 hours at a time. And so, I blocked it out, but I do have memories of it. I remember her coming in going, "I see you moving," that kind of thing. So, yeah, I did have some weird, horrific, babysitter troubles, but nothing to the point of, what some kids go through, molestation or anything like that. I didn't go through any of that. Thank God, so.
Imagine something like that, just in your 30s or 40s, just all of a sudden you get this vivid remembrance of something happening like that when you were young, like how would you react to that? Would you like throw it in the back of your mind again and say, no? Or would you dig into it?
I'd probably realize that I had developed multiple personalities because of it.
Right. Just call it a day.
I mean, like, that Susan, she dealt with it this way. No, I don't. This is an odd conversation, don't you think?
Yeah, that's normal for the Gray Zone. We really don't have a set orbit. We kind of are flung around and we twist and shout, all that good stuff. It's coming up to midnight here on the west coast of the United States of the Union. Be right back. Stick around.
Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com. We'll be right back after this message.
These guys are hammers, and to hammers everything looks like nails.
I heard that.
You were meant to. So you see something that's important, you call it out, and we'll make it happen.
Okay. Mother Nature is a serial killer. No one's better, more creative. Like all serial killers, she can't help the urge to want to get caught. What good are all those brilliant crimes if no one takes the credit? So she leaves crumbs. Now the hard part is seeing the crumbs for the clues they are. Sometimes the thing you thought was the most brutal aspect turns out to be the chink in its armor. And she loves disguising her weaknesses as strengths.
If you can fight, fight.
Head north. Hello? Is there anyone out there hearing this?
Help each other.
Mexico City has been declared complete loss.
Be prepared for anything. Our war has just begun.
We are the hammers, and we are the nails. The world stands upon the precipice of total insanity, and we need you, and we hope you need us, bringing information, news, and as much truth as we can eke out before Mother Nature turns us to crumbs. Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com, working to become millions of voices singing in unison to bring the sanity back home.
Listen in on Mondays, 8 Eastern Time on Revolution Radio for Journeys with JP. With a variety of guests, each giving their perspective on their journey into the now. Join me and my guests Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern on Revolution Radio Studio B.
Enjoy your
Extra big-ass fries!
You didn't give me no fries. I got an empty box.
Would you like another?
Extra big-ass fries!
I said I didn't get any.
Thank you. Your account has been charged. Your balance is 0. Please
What?
come back when you can afford to
Oh,
make
no,
a purchase.
no.
I'm sorry you're having
Come
trouble.
on. My kids
sorry
are
you're
starving.
Thank you for tuning in to Revolution Radio. Here at Revolution Radio, we believe in freedom of ideas, freedom of speech, but above all, we believe in freedom of existence through self-reliance. This station is 100% listener supported, and as a fundraising promotion, I have a kick-ass free gift for a $100 donation. 35,000 seeds. 25 years in the freezer. Long-term storable, 54 different varieties. So if food prices go crazy, the shit hits the fan, or if you just want to save tons of money every year by creating your own food like I do, grab our seed pack special. Just look for the banner on the homepage at freedomslips.com. Don't be a statistic. Don't be part of the problem. Be part of the solution. We need, as humans, to start taking care of ourselves and not depending on the megacorps to provide unhealthy, nasty food. Included in this package is also a DVD with 900 survival and off-grid living documents and the offline home canning how to do everything website all on the DVD. So when you're growing all that food, you know how to can it, store it, preserve it, etc. with all these documents. So thank you for tuning in to Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com. I hope that you will pick up this package and start learning to be free. Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com, where information never sleeps and freedom is one seed that needs to be planted.
What we do in life, it goes in eternity.
Who owns you? If you're not in control, then someone else is. Join me, Ivy West, for Voices on the Wind, Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern in Studio A. I discuss government, health, metaphysics, suppressed science, universal mysteries, little-known incredible facts, alternative energies, and even more than you can imagine. Won't you join us on Revolution Radio Saturdays from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern for Voices on the Wind with me, Ivy West.
There are lives in the balance, people under fire, children at the cannons.
Because if your head's in the sand, your tail is a target.
Revolution Radio. You're listening to Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com, 100% listener-supported radio, and now we return you to your host.
Welcome to the TheGrayZone Roundtable, Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com. 100% listener-supported radio. No corporate ties, corporate duct tape dictating our freedom of speech. It shall remain that way as long as we are supported by you. Join us, 347-688-2902. Enter the Gray Zone.
Welcome back, everyone. You are listening to the Gray Zone here on Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com, the number one 100% listener-supported radio station on the net. I am here today. My name is Angela Black. I am the wing woman of a show called The Gray Zone with our own Rectify, the host, and his co-host, Wingman. So we are here bringing you the vibe of the moment, pretty much, which, it gets late in the day, et cetera, et cetera. So I hope we are keeping you on the edge of your seats and entertained. In the meantime, I have to let you know that, yes, I think you brought it up earlier, Rectify, that Nighthawk the studio got hit by lightning over the weekend, I think, and everything went down. So basically, with gum and duct tape and a few other things, Nighthawk was able to keep us alive and broadcasting to you. And I want to let you know that doesn't happen easily, and we would love to have your donations, and or you can subscribe to your favorite hosts. Basically, if you pay, I think it's still selling for $5 a month right now, And I think it goes up to $8, starting at the beginning of September. $8 a month for the archive subscription. So you can help the station out that way. There are many other ways that you can help keep this station afloat. We really do appreciate your support and your monetary support if you're able. Any donation is fine. You can sponsor your favorite host. You can donate straight up to the station, and you can find that on. I think there's a support tab on the homepage, and if you're in the chat room, which I highly recommend, there is a donate button that you can click, and there's other things. You can also purchase seed packs. I think there's some type of few like survival things, including I don't know if they still have that available. The external hard drive, flash drive thing that's bulletproof. That's pretty awesome. And then we have mugs, T-shirts, that type of thing as well. So you can find yourself at the donate button and peruse around, figure out how you can help keep this station what we are, which is free speech, 100% listener supported. And if you notice, we don't have conflicts by, from political agenda, individuals, campaigns. We don't have corporations, basically, that type of thing, ruling what it is that we're trying to tell you, or basically what we're trying to invite you to, do your own research, etc. We have 77 hosts here on this Amazing Truth Network, 2 studios, A and B. Once again, the website is www.freedomslips.com, and find yourself there. It's a great way to be. I think there's no more YouTube channel. Maybe we'll talk about that. I don't know if that's a taboo subject, but we used to have our archives available on YouTube channel, but some weird stuff went down over the last week. I don't know. It's kind of bizarre. So now your best bet is to go ahead and subscribe to the archives here on this station, and blah, tele blah. I think that's it. And did I miss anything? Oh, yeah. I guess 347-688-2902. This is a roundtable. And you can also add us on Skype as Freedom Screen. Or I don't know if there's any other way to get in. But basically,
666.
That's your Skype name, man?
Yeah, it's a little duality. Yeah, it's a little bit.
Or you can find Rectify as AskJack666. Is that what it is? Really?
That's right. That's it.
It's great, man. This just freaks me out. There's so much visual going on. I'm like, whoa.
It's Jesus riding on a furry big mammal going into Jerusalem.
Okay.
And the 666 is just the cloud trying to screw with him.
Oh, okay. Well, wow. Put some thought into that, did you?
Afterthought.
Okay. And we have Wingman here as well, straight out of London. Yeah, I guess he's muted.
Indeed.
Yeah, I can hear you.
How about them Spice Girls, man? They're getting wrinkly, aren't they?
Not Mel B.
Huh?
Not Mel B. Just tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I want some Botox, baby.
Wow, I hear they're using Botox for actual medical concerns now, not just for glamour.
Yeah, for lipsticks, and also I think to stop you from sweating on your ball gown, darling, through your armpits. If you get Botox injections, it stops the sweat, so you can look real, real pretty on Emmy night. Which, by the way, we had the Emmys tonight. And last night was the MTV Video Music Awards. So it's award season. And, if you watch the boob tube and that type of thing, there's some good shows on over the past 12 months. The end of Breaking Bad happened, which I loved that show. Oh, my God. And pretty much everybody there won. I think the show won. I know that Bryan Cranston, the actor, won. Also Aaron Paul, who played Jesse on the show, and I think Anna Gunn as well, who played the wife. I think they all won awards tonight, so that's pretty cool. I don't know about awards and everybody getting, really pretty and going, we're richer than you are and we look better than you do and we're gonna celebrate how good we are.
You know how much Illuminati crap you soaked in watching those 2 shows? Oh my!
I didn't watch them. I saw some highlights.
Okay, yeah. I mean, they're always jam packed with symbolism. They just go right into your brain and kick your pineal around. Yeah, actually,
that's a great song as well. Kick your pineal around.
Kick your pineal around.
I like that.
Pineal Kickers. That's a good band name.
Wow. Let's see. I'm looking at the chat right now. I just won $20. I bet my friend I could get Angela to sing. Yeah. All right, Jerry B. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it lively around here. So basically, I don't know. I know you're not feeling all that great yet, Rectify, and I know Wing Minute's very early over there. So I'm basically, doing my little dance for everyone right now, and I hope you're appreciating it. So, blah,
I've got no singles.
You've got no singles, like, to tip me with?
Yeah.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Then turn off your video. I'm just kidding.
That ain't me. That ain't me. So, all right. Did you guys see that robot thing with the Koreans have come up with this really, really realistic looking robot? I mean, human, looks just like a human. And they've got this, I mean, I know they've been out there, but I saw this video the other day that they were testing, and it was just amazing. You could almost not tell that it was a robot. I still kept thinking that, it was an actress looking like a robot, looking like a human. But I believe it was a robot indeed. So they've been far surpassing a lot of stuff that we know about anyway, and they're advertising it.
Speaking of robots, so I'm in the emergency room and I hear this getting louder outside my little privacy sheet that hangs. And a guy comes in and he's got this huge robot on wheels behind him made by GE. So I'm here to take a chest x-ray. So I'm like, oh man, I'm going to have to move and all this. Oh, no, stay right there. And he brings in just a nice big square of film and sits it behind my back on my pillow. And then he goes and pushes a button and this thing frickin' from the hallway x-rays me and then wheels off to the next room. And I'm all, is that running on batteries? He's like, yep. But I thought that was pretty crazy. Soon it's going to be like Idiocracy. You get the two tubes. Put this one in that hole. Put that one in this hole. Wait, I got them backwards.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's a great
Technology
movie.
for you.
It's technology. Whenever my husband gets something right with electronics, I always go, hey, it's Mr. Technology. That's what I call him.
Well, I've got my Sexbot 2000 with real hair on order.
You like
You've
them
got your
furry,
sex
huh?
spot hair in order? Is that what you said?
No, this is the Sexbot 2000 with real hair. I have it on order.
Real hair on the top of her head. Or is there dressing on the salad?
Oh gosh. I think there are specialist companies out there that make lifelike female dolls, which is a bit cringeworthy. But
I've always seen those Fleshlight commercials. I follow Joe Rogan a lot, and that's one of his sponsors. And it's like disguised like a flashlight, and you open it, it's just, it's latex, all that good stuff. And it's like, why didn't they put a light bulb at the end of it to warm the damn thing up? It's a fleshlight.
Oh, a fleshlight, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
We're not affiliated at all. I don't even own one.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right. Shall we do some type of topic? Okay, I've got one. Okay. So, have you guys seen this? It's called a UEV, and it's an urban escape vehicle. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the chat room. Hold on, copy. I saw a video of this on Facebook, your favorite place, and it shows this camper thing that you drag on the back of your vehicle and with a hitch and whatever, and it literally has absolutely everything that you could ever dream of, and it's yours for a mere $46,000, with all the bells and whistles. But anyway, I'm going to put this link in the chat room. It's Conqueror, Australia, and if you guys get a chance to just check it out, it is really amazing. It's the Urban Escape Vehicle. It's a new brand of, the way to get the F out of Dodge. And that type of thing. So let me put this in the chat here. Yeah, it's for you for 46 grand. And somebody put in there, well, for 46 grand, I can stay in a hotel. Not if the hotel got blown up, sweetie. You know what I mean? So, trying to go with topics here, people. You know, topics. You know,
It's gonna be a bunch of anthills. It's just, it's gonna be a big old smorgasbord for all these kids that were raised by first-person shooters, just running around with robots, sitting there blasting on people like they do with UAVs. They're gonna love it. They're going to love the scattering of all the roaches. That's how they see it anyways. I'm just going to sit tight. I'm going to close up, sit tight where I'm at, and pray.
I always find it odd that kids are bought toy guns and they run around pretending to shoot and stuff. I always find that a little bit unnerving when I observe that.
Yeah, now they used to have the laser tag, they're like, it doesn't work, it doesn't inflict pain. We got to get them a little bit more calloused. So they gave us paintball, and it's still not enough pain. And they give them a little bit more pain. So now they have those little yellow, tiny plastic hard balls. It's a new game they play. They actually have arenas and they shoot at each other, and it really, really stings when it hits you. Mm-hmm. It's called airsoft.
Right.
Now it's next. Yeah. The next is going to be Taser Rally. There you go. All you video game programmers out there, make one called Taser Rally. You go around tasing people.
I need to know how to take those out just in case I get shot one day.
You just pull.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's good to have one hand to the ground and then pull.
Okay.
It'll arc through your hand. It's better to have your right hand to the ground.
And then fling it at the cop that did it.
It only lasts for, I believe it's, I think 10 seconds of pulse. If not, it's either 7 or 10. No, it's 5. 5 seconds of pulse. And
the thing is, they should be disabled after the first thing, because a lot of police keep pressing and pressing, like,
Yep.
Should be just one charge and then disabled for half an hour.
People should start wearing chainmail again. Your solution right there. You're grounded. Like, it'll short out. It'll blow up the capacitor inside their hand unit that they're shooting with.
Really?
Yeah, just short the damn leads. Actually, they probably make the wire just right at the point of handling enough current to where if you did short it out, you'd probably get a spike to where it would break the cable. But it'd be worth a shot.
There's an idea. Business idea. For anyone out there that wants a business idea. Anti-taser chainmail vests.
Yeah, okay, do it yourself. Just save a bunch of aluminum. That's for all you Aussies and Brits.